Hi, I'm Janine, and you're watching Journals and Journeys. Welcome to this episode of Musical Discoveries. Today I will be talking about a band I recently discovered, which is Palayee Royale. So no, I don't dress like this every day, as you might have figured if you watched some other videos of mine. But I am dressed this way today to pay homage to this incredible three-piece I discovered. I'd never heard of Palayee Royale before, which is quite interesting. I still haven't quite figured out why, because a lot of artists that I listen to on Spotify, for example, are listed in the similar bar to Palayee Royale and vice versa, but somehow I didn't come across them. What captivated me about that band, first of all, was the melodies of their songs. Because they have such an enveloping energy. They kind of hit you and you're like, whoa, what the hell is going on? You cannot even stay in your seat. You have to jump around. You have to at least bob your head, because if that doesn't do the trick for you, then I don't know what will. I fell in love with their sound. Then I fell in love with their lyricism. And then as I started watching a couple interviews and their YouTube channel, I totally fell in love with the boys themselves. So who are Palayee Royale? Just to give you a quick run through if you haven't actually heard of them. They are a three-piece, and to be honest, it took me a hot minute to figure out that they were brothers. But to be honest, those names are quite irritating because they all have different names. We have the Incredibles, Bastian Danzig at the guitar. We have the intriguing Emerson Barrett at the drums. And then we have the most energetic, all over the place person, Mr. Remington Lee, as the front man. And the three of them are such strong characters, and that is something that I really love about this band as well. So there's a couple areas I want to touch up on today in the musical discovery. And one of them is the obvious part of Palayee Royale, which is the aesthetic. It is probably a hit or miss. Some people are gonna hate it, but others are just gonna love it. And I happen to be one of those people that just love their aesthetic. I feel it's so different, it's so unique, and it's just this beyond the music, and I really love that. It's very expressive. And I really love when they talk about it in interviews, for example, because it's especially Seth that says it, that they want to go beyond the music. That when they want to be on the stage, they want to look like actual rock stars. And that when people see pictures of them on Instagram or in magazines or whatever, they want people to look at it and be like, oh, that's an interesting style, that's a unique style. Kind of looks like a musician, kind of looks like an artist, let's go check them out, just purely based on how they look. And I totally get that. A whole nother thing that is so interesting about that band is the philosophy that they have behind their music. Especially Emerson, I feel like he's a fascinating thinker. I love the way he talks about life, about finding your own way, about how we live in this society where these expectations that seem to fall in on us, that seem to keep us in check. And that in a world, though we are so connected, everyone is so lonely in a way, and there's this big idea of being depressed because you feel this loneliness in the world.
Within each human being, there is a lingering feeling that we all face: cosmic depression and universal loneliness.
And it's very fascinating how he incorporates that into his work. It's also ideas that you find in both the Boom Boom Room albums, and they explore it in a very unique manner. There are not many bands where I can say that I can listen to the album over and over again, but for Palayee, that was definitely what's been happening over the past couple weeks. I was just listening to their music on repeat, because every time I listened to it, there was a new little something I discovered and that I could latch onto. And if I had to pick my top 5 songs from both albums together, that would definitely be Dying in a Hot Tub, which is the first song I heard by them. Doctor Man. This is Infamous. And Live Like You Want To. What I love about the sound that Palayee Royale have is that the melodies themselves a lot of times sound more upbeat, they have a lot of energy. But as soon as you dive into the lyrics, there's a whole nother level to it. And I must say they probably have one of the best lyricism, most intriguing lyricism of the bands in the scene that I've discovered so far, which is also why I will be dedicating a few videos to just analyzing some of their songs. And then you'll have the part where it's, I meant it, you'll be fine. That is a place, sometimes this really dark place, where other people can no longer reach us, but music can. Of course, that'll all be how I interpret them, how I understand them, because I think they show an incredible journey, and they show exactly what in my experience is happening so often, how music can show a journey, how music can be a journey, and how music can accompany you on your journey. So yeah, that is something that you should keep your eyes out if you're in love with Palayee Royale or soon will be. Alright everybody, that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Musical Discoveries. And if you haven't already, I really urge you to check out Palayee Royale and their music and just have some fun with exploring their world. And I hope to see you in another video, so don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. Bye!